As I have sat and dealt with so many things over the last several months and being the woman that I truly believe God desires me to be, I have been so convicted because of the simple fact that I've done something that we all have done, and some of us may still be doing it right now. In this amazing age of social media, we see people doing all sorts of things. A lot of times we see people doing the very thing that we're supposed to be doing. And we get distracted. We get distracted because they're doing what I do. But they're not doing it the way that I do it. They're doing it this way. And they're doing it for this reason. And at the end of the day, none of those things matter. Deuteronomy 28:1 through, let's read on down. We're going to go all the way down to verse 6. And it says, if you fully obey the Lord your God and carefully follow all his commands I give you today, the Lord your God will set you high above all the nations on the earth. All these blessings will come on you and accompany you if you obey the Lord your God. You will be blessed in the city and blessed in the country. The fruit of your womb will be blessed, and the crops of your land and the young of your livestock, the calves of your herds and the lambs of your flocks. Your basket and your kneading trough will be blessed. You will be blessed when you come in and blessed when you go out. And if you continue to read on down, literally God goes all the way down to verse 14 of that chapter, telling you the different things that he's going to do for his children if they obey him, the blessings he's going to pour upon them. Now, mind you, he turns right around in verse 15 and he starts to tell them about the curses that will fall upon them for disobedience. If you don't obey God and you don't carefully follow his commandments and decrees, these curses you're going to be cursed in the city. You're going to be cursed in the country. Your basket and your kneading trough will be cursed. Your fruit of your womb, everything's just going to be cursed. And here we are, because I'm guilty, worrying about what somebody else is doing it, why they're doing it, how they're doing it, how long they're doing it, and everything else. And God is going, just do what I told you to do. Do what I told you to do. It doesn't matter who else is doing it. They're not doing it exactly like you are. It doesn't matter who else is doing it. They're not doing it for the same reason that you're doing it. But we get so caught up in the doing. We lose focus worrying about what other people are doing. Sis, I need you to stop and I need you to focus. I need you to sit your behind still and think about what it is that God told you to do. What did he tell you to do? How did he tell you to do it? Why did he tell you to do it? When did he tell you to do it? Some of us are sitting on things that God gave us years ago. All because we allowed ourselves to be distracted by somebody else's lane. We got distracted by somebody else's lane, and now our lane is unattended. And that is so out of order. And we are not doing that anymore. We are going to focus on our lane, and we're going to do what God has commanded us to do. Literally, in being obedient and doing what we've been told to do, our effectiveness is blessed. Everything we touch is blessed. That's where your peace is. That's where your prosperity is. That's where your anointing is. All of those things are in your lane, in your obedience, but you can't unlock them and you can't get them because you are so worried about what somebody else is doing and why they're doing it. Do you think McDonald's gives a rat's behind about the fact that Wendy's is making burgers too? They don't care. They don't care. Why? Because McDonald's has their own flipping customers. They have their own customers. And Wendy's can make all the burgers they want to make. McDonald's is still going to have their fan base. Do you think that Walmart cares about Amazon? Walmart is not going to stop doing what Walmart does because Amazon is doing what it does. And guess what? Both are prosperous. Both are getting paid. Both are doing what they do. But literally, had the founder of Amazon got discouraged because he saw what Walmart was doing, wouldn't be no Amazon Prime. Y'all wouldn't be running around here having to hide boxes from your husbands and your parents and your kids and everybody else, because they would have done what we've done. They would have got distracted. But that didn't happen. It does not matter how many people are doing what you're doing. They're never going to do it the way that you do it. Ever. Why? Because they are not you. They don't have the divine revelation that God has given you. They don't have the anointing that God bestowed upon you. They don't carry his spirit like you do. They don't hear his voice like you do. They don't have a heart for his children like you do. And the longer you sit back and focus on somebody else's lane instead of maintaining your own and doing what he called you to do, somebody out there is suffering. You are suffering because you're not at peace. You're not resting. You're not prospering. You're not living an abundant life because you're not being obedient. Oh, you might be all right. Don't get me wrong. You might be all right, but you're not abundant. You might be abundantly stressed. You might be abundantly tired. You might be abundantly frustrated, but you're not abundantly blessed. And it's all because of the very simple fact that you are not being obedient to what God told you to do. I need you right now, right in this moment, to make the decision that you are going to obey. That you're going to do your thing. You're going to write that book. You're going to preach that sermon. You're going to create that podcast. You're going to host that conference. Whatever it is that God told you to do, I need you to make the conscious decision right now that, yes, God, I will. You give God a resounding yes. And you go forward. You put one foot in front of the other, relying on your faith, knowing that whatever God has called you to, he's already laid out the path. He's already made a way. You just got to move. You just got to go. Literally, God has given you an all expenses paid trip to blessings. And you sitting there looking at the ticket. I need you to go get your ticket punched so you can take your ride. Because he's waiting for you. People are waiting for you. That thing that God gave you, that he's pushing you to do, that pull, that tug that you feel from the spirit, there are people waiting for you. Let's just be real. You are waiting for you. You are literally waiting for you. Sis, now is time. It is time for you to go. It is time for you to blossom and bloom and do that thing. Believe me, I am right there with you. I done sat on some stuff and I have waited and been disobedient and out of order and unfocused because I saw what everybody else was doing. Instead of looking at myself and saying, you know what? They might be doing it, but they can't do it like you. They don't have your personality. They don't have your giftings. They don't have your abilities. They don't have the anointing that you have. So they can't touch you. And you can't touch them because you have a lane that has your name on it. God is just waiting for you to maintain it. So this day, right now, this moment, I need you to make the decision that you're going to maintain your lane. You are going to just do it. Whatever it is, you're going to just do it. And you are going to literally go after everything that God has for you. Everything that he says is yours. Everything that distraction has kept you from, it's time to go get it. Go get that thing. Go make it happen. And go be great. Sis, remember that I love you. I am praying for you. And I am with you every step of the way. We've got this and God's got us. It is time to fly. See you next time.